The AC, we're looking good, not seeing any big issues. It's actually cooling properly, so as far as AC goes, we're looking good. There is one thing on this side I do want to show you. As far as right here at the electrical panel, your electrical panel is outside, but everything inside it looks to be in good shape. It's just this, the ground wire is disconnected, so it just needs to get connected right there on that. So that little clamp just needs to get loosened up and that put in. But as far as siding, you can see just more areas that need to get sealed up and all these.
And he just means like a little caulking and stuff like that.
Pretty much.
So, you know, and that's going to be almost on every home.
Yeah, and then you got like these nails that need to get sealed and pushed back in and sealed up. So things like that, that's just general maintenance, minor stuff.
Okay.
The biggest thing on the exterior is going to be actually right here at the main water shutoff.
And you do have a sprinkler system.
Yeah, you do have a sprinkler system. Sprinkler system looks good. Just here at the main, you get it going, you're going to see that it starts leaking.
Yeah.
So that handle is probably going to have to get replaced. So it's not too crazy, but for sure that does need to get repaired.
Okay.
But I mean, as far as exterior, everything else, to be honest with you, it's actually in really, really good shape.
And I missed a part of the situation with the patio. How's that?
The back patio, everything looks good. It's just,
it's not too heavy or anything like that, right?
No, and everything looks good. Just some of the siding behind where the posts come down, you just get some moisture damage. You get sealed up, so
okay. And it's done right because the posts are going into the concrete.
So everything on that looks to be in good shape.
Great. How's the roof?
Roof looks good. It's actually in really good shape. It looks better compared to some of the other ones. You do got some nail heads. I mean, that satellite dish up there that needs to get either removed or.
I would say remove it, but I got a really, like I told you, I got a really good roofer that could probably do that for almost very, very cheap, and he could still walk the roof and just do a double take on it. And he usually does a roof like this for, and like he'll do boot jacks and everything. It'll be under $250 for the whole thing.
Yeah, so
Nothing major.
Roof overall looks to be in good shape. Not finding any.
I like the floor plan. After I came back, I'm still liking it.
You can't take one off,
I'm not. No.
And as far as foundation goes, it's actually in really good shape.
Don't fall.
Foundation-wise, you're in good shape. Not saying anything too crazy. You just want to trim all these bushes back. That way they're not touching against the home.
Okay.
And you did order a termite inspection. That came back clean. I didn't see anything active or anything like that. So.
But you do want these soil levels to be away from those weep holes. You see those weep holes?
These holes at the bottom of the brick, you want those. So whenever if you're ever going to redo the flower beds and you're going to add mulch, you just want to make sure you pull back the old mulch before you add it. You don't want to just keep adding it.
Right, and never plug up those holes because those are engineered to be there to let the brick breathe. That's clay brick, and when it rains, it's like a sponge. It absorbs water, and that's what allows it to breathe.
So things like that. A lot of people tend to seal them up because they're worried like bugs and stuff.
What are we looking at here?
These holes right here.
Okay.
The weep holes, yeah.
Okay.
And then when you have pest control done, they can put the little powder in there and stuff like that for little ants and stuff that might try to get in there.
But I mean, overall, exterior-wise, you're actually in really, really good shape. I'm not saying too crazy. Just more.
That's
good.
good.
The biggest thing is what's going on with the main shut off over there. So.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and head it inside. Interior-wise, same thing. You're looking pretty clean. Inside, it's just more same thing, plumbing things that are going on. Like at the sink, I'll show you right now. I'll show you, for example, you run the sink, you're going to see it leaking at the neck.
Okay. And when you write your little report, if you could just be real specific on where the leaks are.
Yeah, it's right here at the ranch is the next connection. So you get it going, you're going to start just see it leaking out right here. So
okay, at the top this time. Okay.
Yeah, right here at this base.
At the faucet.
So things like that to document. But appliances, you're in good shape. Electrically in here, you're looking good. I mean, overall, it's actually a pretty clean home. So
almost makes me think that they had somebody come by and do an inspection before you got here.
Maybe, I don't know, but it's pretty clean. You're just more general.
Which is rare because usually he's finding a lot more stuff than this.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing is more cosmetic wear and tear type stuff.
Yeah.
Any leaks in the other lavatories or?
No, just like for example the master bathroom toilet, you have to hold it to flush it, so things like that need to get adjusted. So
okay, yeah, that's an adjustment, right.
So small things like that you're going to see, but I mean, probably the biggest things going on is what's going on with the plumbing, because you got some handles, for example, in the hallway.
No, show it to us.
You try to turn it, it's real hard, so things like that.
Don't fall, don't trip.
So for example, you try to turn it, it's really, really stiff. So things like that, for sure needs to get adjusted because either you or
I've noticed that with those decorative, you know, whenever you have, this piece is actually a second thought. These little decorative pieces right here, and I've seen more of them tight. I don't know what it is, like when they try to tighten it up, it just makes the whole fitting, like you said, just hard to maneuver. You may just want to get a whole new faucet.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, overall, you're gonna see little cracks here and there in the ceilings, but I'm not too worried about them. They're fairly straight, so it looks more like just like joints. In between
You
the
just don't want
drywall.
to see diagonal cracking. That's what's really worth. Every home in Texas settles. So almost every home that we do, we find some kind of cracking in the sheetrock somewhere.
And then one thing for sure, when they were, I don't know if these are gonna stay or not, but if you remove them, you're gonna see there is moisture damage behind here. It's not active. I'm thinking they either had a previous issue with the washing machine, an old washing machine, or maybe
A tube came loose or something like that.
But it's not on the other side. You have a toilet and a sink, but I didn't see any leaks or anything like that, and there's no active moisture here. So if you pull these back, you're gonna see it's all moisture damage back there, but there's nothing active.
And that's the sheetrock that's moisture damage.
It's actually the baseboard.
The baseboard. Okay.
Yeah, so,
And I got a really good guy that can.
Are they leaving that there?
What say it
Are
again?
they leaving that there?
Oh, the washer and dryer? No, that was not in our contract. Washer and dryer, refrigerator, come out.
Okay.
yeah, but as far as everything else goes, your AC and heater unit are located right here. You do have an attic space. It's in here in the garage, but there really isn't much you can do up there.
Yeah.
Does the home have tech shield? I'm just curious.
No, yes, it does.
Oh, it does. Okay, wow.
Yeah. So you have a little scuttle hole up there, but
And that's the only access?
this is the only access. They have some storage up there, so hopefully they get that out. They don't forget it up there. But they have like Christmas decorations up there. But I mean, overall everything else looks good. So, and then in the garage, opener looks good, water heater looks good on that.
And I'm glad that the water heater is in the garage. That's
Yep.
always better because when
Yeah.
it's in the attic, if it breaks, now you got to pay for sheetrock to get fixed and paint, float, tape, texture, the whole nine.
But
Here
overall,
it just rolls out, and it's also cheaper to replace when it's in the garage because it's not as labor intensive to get it through that little scuttle hole. How's everything? The master is okay. Nothing in the master.
Master looks good.
How were your measurements on the foundation? You may have mentioned it already. I just don't remember.
Foundation's good. Visually, we're not seeing anything too crazy, and as far as numbers go, everything's less than an inch.
Okay,
So we're
cool.
actually in really good shape. So. Yeah, and then as far as your AC and heating goes, you're looking good shape. Just the filters, you have several small filters in the ceilings. You have one here. I think there's another one in the living area, and then just this one here is just really dirty. This one's not too bad as the other ones that are dirty. So things like that you do want to clean up. You do got some signs of like moisture and condensation. You can see all the buildup around here.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with you got all these holes right here that need to get sealed up, so you're just leaking cold air in there, and it just sits on the unit and sweats a lot. So that's probably just what needs. You need to seal up those little penetrations.
And temperature drop was within range.
20 degrees difference. So
Oh, that's pretty good.
that is really good. I was actually wasn't expecting that, so it's actually in really good shape.
Well, it's a single story, and the insulation in the attic is pretty good.
It's pretty good. And look, you can tell if people have been walking up there. I don't know if they're installing speakers or something. I guess for the security system. But we'll make a note. Whatever they pushed away, you kind of want to put back. That way, it doesn't affect your energy.
And it's fluffy, so that they can do it with a rake or something like that.
You know, so it's nothing too crazy. But
So overall, it doesn't sound bad.
nope, a lot of more cosmetic wear and tear type stuff. So biggest things were going with the plumbing, the leak at the main shutoff, and the leak at the various fixtures and things like that. But I mean, overall, we're actually in pretty good shape.
Wow. God.
And termite, like I said, once again, it came back clean, so everything on
A
that.
few conducive conditions.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see that on there with like the soil kind of high
Bushes
and the wood and the bushes touching, and then I think the fence also would.
Fence, there wasn't.
You
any-
don't really mention.
yeah.
Did it have
Fence
its clearance?
Yeah, you have this one. You can stick your hand in there, and then this one.
Oh,
wasn't
that's
there
pretty
at all.
good. Usually it doesn't have the clearance. It's touching.
Yeah. So as far as
So is that it? Does that conclude?
Yep. Unless you don't have any